Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Plus. Today I'm featuring Niben River House by Heem Productions. Let's check out the map. Here we are at Niben River House. Its map marker reads Isolated House for now. We're in the far southeastern corner of the map, just north of Leyawiin. To the west we have the White Stallion Lodge, to the east is Emelian Tomb, and to the south is the northeast gate of Leyawiin. And here we are again at our featured home, Niben River House. For our world space view, I'm looking over the gates of Leyawiin at the Great Chapel of Zenithar, and as I move to the north, past the trees of the Blackwood region and the Niben River, we find our featured home, Niben River House. Let's drop down and check it out. We'll head across the bridge from the road to Leyawiin to our new home. You'll notice some odd sights along the way, like these giant tree roots surrounding the home. That's nothing new for Heem Productions, who made Skyrim mods like Telmos and Wizard's Well, which I featured on the channel, and DLC-sized quest mods like Project AHO and Carved Brink. As we head up the stairs, we find a garden that's full of life and color that would be any alchemist's dream, and behind that, a tower with statues and cool lighting that would make any mage salivate. Just look at the size of that thing. And as we come back down, there's that eye-catching garden again. You'll have to see it at night, too. Now we'll head over to the side, and while we're headed over there, don't forget to like and subscribe. And here's a view of the White Stallion Inn across the river, and there's a boat and a few supplies down the stairs. You should see these lamps at night, too. They look awesome. Here's an archery target, and a target on a wooden board that's seen better days. And then here's a forge and anvil, although it's just for looks. And here's another view of the garden. It just keeps drawing my attention back to it. To the left is your front door. You've got some more of those beautiful lights. And now we'll check out what's on the other side. Down these stairs, you have an Ayleid well that gives you a magicka buff, some chests for storage, and a few books to read. I love that lighting. It makes your mage home feel more magical. Now we'll back up and check out the next area. And over here, you have a winemaking area. This barrel is full of grapes, so this home would be I Love Lucy approved. And here's a grinder for the rest. Now that we've seen all of the outside features, let's head inside. And look at how cool this place looks. Before I forget to show you, it has a really tall dome ceiling, a unique chandelier, crisp wall textures, and do I spy a Skyrim Easter egg? And then when you look down, look at this amazing mage seal on the ground, and look at the lighting on the carpet. So we don't miss anything, I'm going to turn us back towards the front door, where we have a shelf for our staves, and you can take those staves. One lets you pick average locks, one deals frost damage, and one drains willpower. Next to that is a fireplace, a bookshelf with some decoration, and then you've got a dining table with a paint palette, and look at all of these beautiful paintings on the wall. For those of you who've said that you want more paintings recently, this home can scratch that itch. And next to that is another large painting on the wall, and underneath that is your bed with storage. Here's another large painting and a dresser with a Varla stone, which gives the area some light. There's a jewelry box, a few loose gemstones, and robes of deflection that give a 5% shield on self. And then next to that you have a sword and shield display on the wall, and then below that is your armory. And inside of this chest, you actually have a full set of blades gear and some weapons. That can come in handy later. Next to the armory is an altar of the Nine, which cures your diseases. And then we have a crafting space. On top of each of these shelves, you'll find journeyman and expert level alchemy equipment. I also love that mage tapestry. That's in Frostcrag Spire too, which I'll be featuring soon. On this shelf you have a few loose soul gems, and then inside of this chest you have a bevy of soul gems. That could really come in handy to level enchanting. And then when you look down from here to the left, you'll find some Sylvan Scout boots that increase your speed by 9 points. And then we have our very own Altar of Enchanting and Altar of Spellmaking, with more soul gems on the counter, a Welkin stone, and a mystical blue flame, which undoubtedly makes your creations more powerful. And next to that, we have a shelf that holds 2 chests for name storage. The top chest holds alchemy ingredients, so if that huge garden out front doesn't have enough ingredients for you, this chest gives you a ton more. And then below that is a chest for food. And if you ever get stuck in your home and need to become a survivalist, you have enough food to last a long while. And then speaking of food, here's a place to cook it, and some harvestable garlic, and then here's that mage tapestry that I love so much again. Next to that is the last shelf in the room. You have more alchemy gear up top, and then you have one more chest. And this chest gives you a mountain-high stack of potions. Even if you're thinking, I could never use all of these, you could sell them if you want. And now we've made our way back around to the front door where we started. Now that we've seen all of the features of this home, it's time for some final thoughts. Niben Mage House is located north of Leyawiin, right on the Niben River. It offers a bed for the lonesome traveler, enchanting and spellmaking altars, as well as alchemy station items spread around. The home has an Altar of the Nine which cures your diseases, an Ayleid Well that adds a magicka buff, lots of name storage and free goodies, beautiful paintings on the walls, perfect lighting, incredible flooring that would make the Counts jealous, and a garden that's breathtaking both in the daytime and at night. If you're looking for a mystical-looking mage-themed home, Niben Mage House might just be the Harry to your Potter. This concludes my feature of Niben Mage House. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to be notified of when I post, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.